Down, down to Turret Town, down, down to Turret Town. You go, Jetman, yo-ho, Solar. Welcome back to Solar Jetman. We're still on Corso Quero, and now I'm underwater with turrets. I have all the fuel. I'm just looking for a golden warp ship part, and it's somewhere in the underwater section. Oh yes, it's somewhere in there. I don't exactly remember where. I should look at my map, but I already have it set to the next planet, because I am so ready to leave Corso Quero and never come back. And use more anti-gravity, because that seems to resist the anti-effects of water. I would rather not gravity than anti-gravity. Thank you. Okay, where am I going? What am I doing? What am I doing here? Besides shooting fuel, because I need it. And in case I need it, there's a spare ship there, too, but that'll get rid of my anti-gravity power. And I just don't want to do that if all possible. And look! Something that needs missiles. Guess what I don't have? Not missiles. So I'm gonna have to wait for it to turn around so I can shoot it in the butt. Come on, buddy. It's time for your enema. I can't believe I made an enema joke, but I did. This guy was easy to deal with. That's because I have titanium bullets. This area is not the golden warp ship part. No, this has treasure in it. Do I really need treasure? Not really. I could spin orange gems now to win. But what's better is whatever's over here. There's some treasure over here, and I still want it. If I don't have more money than to buy one of those Italian racing jet pods before Planet 8, then I'm not doing my money correctly. And these guys are going to be here harassing me. Ah! This'll solve you! I hit absolutely nothing with that. That's the worst Death Blossom ever. Alright, luckily anti-gravity does not make these items freak out when they go underwater. But I still have to dodge bullets like crazy. Yeah, you don't know exactly where the boundary between the water and the normal area is, so when an item passes through it, it'll start freaking out, as you saw in the last video. And a little bit of this one. Get in there. How do rubies float? I don't know, but they're worth lots of money. So I want them. Thank you. At least it's worth something. I'm happy for a little while. And now the happiness is gone. Look what took away my happiness. Where's my happiness gone? You've killed it. And I've killed you. It's called revenge. For my happiness. Am I done with this area yet? No! More narrow passageways for me. Remember how I hate narrow passageways? Yeah. They're here too! This is great! This is wonderful. And the music isn't really helping giving me a happy mood here. It sounds very sullen and depressing. The music in Solar Jetman is not anything to write home about. Except for maybe a few of the planets, they do have some peppy music, and the introduction to the planets does sound pretty peppy. But otherwise, most of the planets sound either like this one, or it sounds like you're trapped in an Earthbound cave somewhere, and it's going boo. How'd you like my imitation of the Earthbound caves? That's exactly what they sound like to me. I keep on waiting to hear the Mr. Saturn theme, but it never shows up. Am I done yet? Thank goodness. And I run right into a dragon. I don't know if that's a dragon, a worm ship. I don't know what it is. But I hate it, and I'm going to shoot it with my bullets. And then they will never die. See you later, Corso Quero. I'm tired of you. I don't exactly remember what this one looks like. Oh, hey, I remember now. Yeah, I remember this sound. Stop. Stop the music. Stop the music, I want to get off. No, it will never stop. Welcome to hell. This is what hell sounds like. If you ever wondered, now you know. So we're gonna have to jump in between these super turrets and not get annihilated too badly. Ah, like that. Like that, that's not what I wanted. And there's a turret up there, too. That's gotta die. That's gotta die more. These things really do a number, even with super shields up. I don't have those, but they'd still do a number on me. Alright, you wait till they shoot, then you thrust through. And finish them off. Any more turrets around here? Besides the music of suffering that I am hearing? That is obnoxious, and I can't do anything about it. Well, like, I can mute it out in post. Or at least lessen it a little bit, but that is really grating. This is what ArmoredChocobo does to you. This is what it sounds like. Maybe this is the sound of being solar. Maybe that's why the Jetman doesn't want to be solar anymore. He'll hear this, and then he'll wake up one morning and blood will be on his hands. Then the police will be called, and they'll say, "Hey, you guys," or something like that. Get in there. I want to leave this planet. It's doing terrible things to my ears. Oh, it's even on this screen, too. Well, I guess it's looking kinda together. Stop the music! I must stop the music the only way I know how. Anti-gravity killing. Ah! Thank you. I'm out of here. The cyber zone sounds better. Way better. And then I could go to a new planet. One that's not ArmoredChocobo. But first, it's time for lots and lots of pink. I knew it. ArmoredChocobo was the land of ponies. I should have known! That's why they had all the music. That's why they had dragons. That's why they had turrets everywhere. I know these things. I watched the Animal Planet. They're full of turrets. Horses are full of turrets. Dancing zone. In anger. You see that face of that guy right there? That's the face of a man who hasn't seen ArmoredChocobo. Let's get off this rock. I don't even want to deforest the truffula trees. They live to see another day. So, what's the next planet gonna be? I've learned today that the level of the gravity does not mean I will enjoy it. So what's the next planet? Welcome to Pocky! Kinda sounds like Pocky. And I like some Pocky right now. Gravity 32! We're gonna have some fun times with gravity on this planet. At least it's a little bit smaller. And it's made out of spikes as well. It took a lesson from number 3. It's made out of spikes on this planet. And it's full of thick gas that'll make you suffocate and die. Alright, we don't need anti-gravity until I can find an orange gem. So back to the old favorites that we know and love. And let's see if we can find a secret right away. Gravity! Not happy. Not pleased in the least. And I'm trying to rush down here to get to a secret area. I believe it's a secret area. It says so. I've never seen it before, and to be honest, I never went inside it. So I would like to try murdering things. I'd like to try murdering new things. Whatever that was, it's dead now. Alright, it should be right up here. It should be... there it is! Nah! That's a cyber zone. We could go in there and catch some gems and avoid asteroids, just like we did on the first planet. And we'll get a bonus if we get them all, but I don't need money that badly to try that again. At least we know it's there, and that's knowing is half the battle. And now we have those ships back from, what is that, Planet 3? And also they have spawners now, so they keep on coming. Make sure you destroy the spawners with your missiles, because they are one-hit kills. So I passed up some fuel. There's space balls here again from the first planet. They really hurt when they collide with you. And there's some fuel right there into 36 gravity. I went from 8 to 36. I'm still used to flying haphazardly, like I did in the last planet. I can't do that here. I'll be killing myself. Luckily, a lot of the fuel is close by on this planet. You need 4 fuel for this. But most of them is actually quite easy to get. The hard part is getting to the golden warp ship part. Just like in planet number 4. You know what? It's time to refuel. Let's not explode right outside of our mothership. That would be great. Let's just get in here. As I said before, just hit explore. You'll have all your weapons, all your equipment. It only changes your weapons out if A, you destroy your jet pod, or B, you go to the equip screen and don't equip anything. Alright, there's a there's a fuel, like, right over there to the far right. In that little plateau area. And I bet there's a spawner around here, too. Where is it? Where is it? I will end it. I don't see any spawner. Nope, no spawner. I'm being paranoid. Let's get this back to the ship, too. And then we could go deep inside the planet. I've instated a new policy now that I'm not going to grab any more radioactives because the price of quorum on the space market, they found a huge quorum mine somewhere, so we're not going to be able to get enough for quorum anymore. The heck with it. Radioactives are really heavy to lug around anyway. Alright, I got that fuel, I got that fuel. We're going to head down. There's some radioactives off to the left. And I'll show you where they are so you know I'm not crazy. It's around this crystal thing. I want to shoot that so bad for money. And that's a spawner down there. Kill it, Dum-Dum! Dum-Dum, right over there. Right there. Get it. Thank you. Jeez. I liked it better when there's 4 of them. It's kind of like monkeys writing Shakespeare. Eventually one of them gets it right. Alright, the radioactives are right over there. I don't want them. I don't want to deal with them. They're heavy. This is a heavy planet. And I just don't want that in my day. I want to be as light as possible. Unless I'm going to be pulling a wormhole, which is right here. Yeah! That's not happening. That's not happening easily, at least. I think it's one of those weird thingies that I destroyed. Or maybe not. Maybe it blew up off-screen. Maybe it committed suicide. I don't know. I do know that this thing is going to do whatever it wants to me. You cannot move a wormhole in 32 gravity. Not with these boosters, at least. But this is actually at least a better spot to have the wormhole. Not up against a wall made out of spikes. And I think there's a fuel right over here. I know you guys want to hear the map music as much as possible, because it's better than... Actually, this planet's music isn't too bad. It has kind of a spacey theme to it. Like all good NES games, it kind of freaks out when the boosters fire, because that's just the way it goes. It sounds kind of hissy now. Alright, you get in there. That's fuel number 3. The last fuel is on the other side of the planet. Well, that's just great! I'm going to have to go around after I'm done looting this side. Yeah, we're going to have to head all the way to the right to get the last fuel. But there's treasures here. There's some radioactives, but in here is what I want. It's my recompense for going to these planets and hurting myself a whole bunch. I'm going to need my dummies. You guys murder everything that is not me. That is your command. Guess where this has to go? Guess where I'm not going to be happy. I'm not going to be happy. Yeah, I saw that happening. I was going to hit that. It would have been a miracle if I didn't hit that. And this, I'm going to haul to my mothership. You know what I was about to say, you know what I'm going to be doing with that. Murdering everything! Well, at least it's time for Solar Jetman antics. Yep, this is exactly what I gotta do now. Well, at least, my missiles are gone. I could grab anti-gravity, and I could go back to that gem. But it's a long walk back! Is it even a walk? No. It's more like a fly. And it's not that long. Good. Alright, I need to make money. I'm gonna need them. I'm gonna need them. Yes, I do. Alright, back to the gem. It's gonna owe me extra now. You know what? Anti-gravity sounds like a great idea to use on this planet. I mean, I think I destroyed pretty much everything big. Nah. I should grab my missiles back anyway. This is the only orange gem on the planet. Thank goodness. I don't want to be wasting most of my time spinning gems. Right? Anti-gravity? I said anti-gravity. There we go. This sounds like a safe place to be. Right here. Okay, it's not a safe place to be. That thing's after me. I don't know where it's coming from, but I just don't want it around. Alright, spin! I said spin. I had to protect myself or I would lose another anti-gravity and another jet pod. And another super shield. And I don't think I could afford that. I mean, there's a shop coming up, thank goodness, when this planet's over. And I'm gonna need lots of money because it has an excellent thing in this shop. Not the Italian racing chat pod, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It'll be quite valuable for you guys to understand what I'm getting at when I tell you where items are. You'll enjoy it. I'm almost done! No! Don't shoot me now! Don't shoot me, don't run into me. Not until I get my 1-up. Okay, now you can shoot me and destroy me. It's fine. Blast you! Ah! I don't like the bullet limit. Alright, let's get this back to the place of hell. AKA my mothership. I wonder if... Does item gravity actually work on you with anti-gravity? I haven't really seen it. I think it's just me thrusting myself. Oh well. That sounded kind of dirty, if you think about it. Alright, I'm on the wrong side of this giant crystal structure. My mothership's right over here. And then we could take a break from Pocky. It's not as terrible, but I have some trauma after Corso Quero. Here's my gem! Oh, look! I have 7 crystals, extra life, and 2,000 space bucks. That's ending on a good note. I'm ArmoredChocobo. I'll see you next time for more Pocky. Good night, folks.